Hello, Invisible Mustache. How you doing, man? It do be. Man, I've been setting aside some of my followers already. That sucks. That's my fault. I've been so busy for the past few days. It sucks. In a good way. I've been busy for the most part. I like it. At the same time, so many realizations. But for today, we're gonna talk about the whole weekend. So, watching the Eddie stream. Oh, you mean Jin Mashima? How you doing, Rayesh? And hello, Violet Mist. Yes. Boy, do we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. We got a bunch. We got a lot of things to talk about right now. But of course, we gotta start somewhere. First, hello everybody. How you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? It do be a fun day. And I think the game audio is a little louder than me, is it? I'm gonna reduce this so that yeah, there we go. So that you can hear me clearly. Because we're gonna be talking today. Not really play, but talk. You know, gotta talk. Not in a rush to I'm not in a rush to play. We're gonna be doing that a lot in the coming days, I promise. But for the time being, we gotta address some topics because this is cool. Okay. So first, how was your weekend, everybody? Let's talk about your weekend first because it's been long, right? It was a long one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And for those of you who went to your play spots, share some moments. I wasn't able to. I was a little busy. Yeah, I was a little busy with things. With some other work. But hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I also made a lot of realizations. Some personal realizations. I realized that I had some problems when it comes to rushing. I don't mean rushing in the game. I mean rushing in things that I'm doing. I tried to get so many things done even though I shouldn't have. I should be patient. I've been going back and forth Tekken God and Supreme for like twice now, twice this week. I think no, twice for the past few days. Yeah, for the past week. Simply because I've been trying to get it. I tried to get to God. Things done last weekend. Very good. I tried to get to God before like say before the new patch, but I can't do that. Tomorrow I'm already back to being busy, so I'll try to get back to Supreme and then wait for the patch. That's my biggest plan. Because the plan comes the patch comes on the 8th supposedly globally. So if I can at least get the Supreme, I'm gonna shelf Steve for a bit, play other characters, have fun. I've been putting pressure on myself to do it. I'm losing the fun element of the game, and because it's not big. I know it's weird because I've been telling people to just enjoy it, but no. The difference with me is the hard part about where I am is let's go Supreme. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the Supreme back. The hard part about me is, in my opinion, as far as I see it, is my time. There are so many things that I couldn't do because I'm just one guy. Like, say, for example, I couldn't go to tryhards, I couldn't go to the casuals. I, how else should I say? I can't stream for long. I cannot, I cannot grind. I cannot grind a character while I'm doing all of that because I'm just one guy. I have so much on my itinerary. Even the common house chores, right? I can't complete that all the time, right? Errands that I really haven't gotten to, meetings I haven't gotten to. So I really feel that time management is, as much as possible, I try to do it, but there's just really so many hours in a day. Nonetheless, I'll still try to sharpen whatever I need to sharpen, right? Just to keep myself sane as well. Bye, Steve. Hello, Dragonov. If that is indeed what's gonna happen. Speaking of Dragonov, I faced a lot of Dragonovs a while ago, like 3 in a row, I think. 3 different Dragonovs in a row. It's crazy. And I can already tell, like I was telling myself, man, you guys are gonna start hurting after that. That still depends, man. As far as I see it, I might still stick with Steve and or Raven. The changes are insanely good for Raven. It's not game breaking, but at least it won't give me problems. Because these are also... No, I know. The patch notes are here. The patch notes are here because, again, I don't want to conclude yet. I already saw what's going to change. They're actually here. I already have my patch notes here. I'm also going to display them in a bit. I just feel like... can't wait for Steve's up forward too. Yeah, the buff of that is good. What I'm so happy about is that the Dragon of Broken stuff are all addressed. All of them. What I just want to see is his damage output, because it still might be strong. Because if the hatchet is still strong, it's still worth using. Hello, Mosab. It's still worth using at minus 15, yes, and even if it's plus 3. Yeah, see, that's what I hate. King is untouched. Hardly touched. They only touch the damage of the heat smash. I love that you wear shades indoors too. Yeah, these are actually just dimmers. They're just dimmers. My anti-UV broke. I can't find a way to fix it yet. 1.5 King. That's so long, man. Like, Kazuya got useless buffs, but they are buffs, so I'm happy, I guess. The multi-tornado combos are nerfed too. With Ray Bans, I do. I have some over there. Brian got buffs. I'm so happy. A lot of the characters in this upcoming season got buffed. Really, really buffed, which is good in my opinion. It's very nice. In my opinion, it's very, very nice. There are some characters here. If you can see the notes on up top, I'm gonna try to make them larger because these are my initial reactions, or like my initial thoughts, or the initial content that I wanted to talk about today. Dragunov got shot with Negan's bat. He does deserve it. All right. It's a good time to pick up Zafina. Yes. You see, no, but the thing is, Tycho Brian, if you never played Zafina before, you're gonna eat crap against all the Zafinas who actually do play Zafina. Trust me. Right? Okay, wait, shoot. So, let me fix this. For now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And the pretty big June nerf as well. The June nerf is also... She also had it coming. Okay. So before I start showing the other things, right? First, let's talk about EVO 2024. Congratulations to Chikurin, right? The man absolutely deserved that spot. A PowerPoint presentation, kind of. Chikurin actually deserves that regardless of the character he's using. Even if he used Dragunov here, I pretty much believe that he still deserves it. Chikurin is a guy who just grinds. He just does things, right? He came from Paul, then Lily. His Leroy is still active. So of course, Lily in tournament setting in a first to 2, absolutely destructive. But again, regardless of the character, specifically for Lily and 8, that's right. There's that. And hello, Edward. So I feel that also it's theoretical, but as far as what people say, it's also a strat against certain countries. I just don't want to say which ones. against certain countries, that's legitimately a tech using pad. I just don't want to say. But again, whatever fits Chikrin's bill, that's really it. Congratulations. Now, number 2 topic. I'm not going to show it anymore because a lot of you... No, it's fine. Because his recovery in Lionheart got better. Now I cannot be power crushed, Mosab. Now they have to eat a mix-up. Which I can actually show you guys later. Trust me, the Steve buffs are pretty good. At least based on what I've seen. Now, yeah. I'm not going to show it anymore. Lydia being the newest DLC, in my opinion, is very good for the story and very good for fans. I realized that, again, if the leaks are true, which I always try to, what's his face? I always try to believe announcements, right? I always believe in announcements. Leaks, sure, whatever, believe what you want. But announcements, that's my thing. So unless they're announced, I'm not gonna believe them. So Lydia apparently, no, here's the thing about Lydia. She did get a lot of love in 7. You know who didn't get enough love in 7? Fakum Ram, which would make sense as well if he comes back. Fakum Ram's top tier moments were very short lived. So it was such a... I love Lydia in 7. Of course, the day one hell sweep was a bit too much. Yeah, problematic. She got pretty fun. Exactly. Lydia was very enjoyable when the nerfs started coming in. Yes, they pole-axed her moveset entirely. But she makes you think. Like, she is absolutely toned down Arena. Maybe even less. Like, way less. So, there's that. Yeah, that's the thing, Mosab. Read the patch notes before you assume. Lydia needs more spotlight again, that is. Like, she needs more spotlight again. In my opinion. Because, again, literally zero action on the EVO stage when she popped up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whether or not people wanted Lydia, Bandai Namco knows what they're doing. We can't give everybody what they want all at once. They have to come in waves. It's fine. It's fine. They know what they're doing. This patch, arguably, in my opinion, is probably one of the most interesting. That's just Japanese crowds in general. That's also that. You know? If that was in the US, or maybe somewhere along the West, like maybe Europe, they don't care. They're still gonna freak out. Lydia was the DLC pick because I felt Reina was Proto-Reina. Or you mean Lydia was Proto-Reina? I think that's what you're trying to say here, Tycho Brian. But yes, this is the next generation time release fashion. Yep, there's that. Lydia, I feel in the story, honestly, in the story is going to be very interesting too. Because I myself cannot piece together where she fits in. Probably the fact that you have to fight for your country type of stuff. They'll mostly clap politely at anything, right? Yeah, you gotta... The really pissed off Spanish dude. Let's wait for Miguel. Let's wait for Miguel. Let's wait for Bob. Remember, they do have to be incorporated in the story as well. Again, people have to think, right? They can't just demand anything and not have logic. No, the Asuka buffs are good. I was about to say that too. Some of the characters in the game have really good buffs. And possibly Zafina can be S tier. Possibly. Okay, we're gonna decipher that a little later on. Okay, having said that, Lydia, I'm not really against the idea, and I'm not entirely pro it as well. I just like the fact that they did something good. You just want really pissed off Spanish dude? Well, then you're gonna have to fall to the back of the line, Mosab. It's not just about you. People have their own ideas. And they said Lydia was after Hachi in Tekken 7, so it will be interesting what her motives are for 8. Exactly. Picked up Zaf because it trains my defense. Yes and no. Zafina will train your defense and your moveset, but most likely, in my opinion, using practical tools. You know, because now you have to be smart when you enter stance. And her stance game in Tekken 8 is really good, especially, in my opinion, Tarantula. Tarantula is really nice. So, yeah, we're gonna bring that down. Okay. Now, while yes, we do have these on screen, I just first want to talk about hold on. We're gonna talk about the other things that that caught the attention of people, right? So I'm gonna hide this real quick. And let's talk about the first one. You just want Bruce back. When Bruce comes back, he's not gonna be OP, I promise you. If he's OP, there's probably still a weakness to him. Obvious weaknesses, for sure. People like Bruce because he's brain dead. Okay, here we go. So... Yep. All right. So this, we're not going to stay too long here. I promise. We're not going to stay too long here. I actually didn't get to bask in this entirely. I didn't really decipher this bit by bit. So, yeah, balance. We have some stuff when it comes to special style, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So I'm going to move this up a little. I mean, this is a literal, I promise you. This is a literal freaking screenshot from my phone. You'll even see the battery here. Power Crush property before an attack's activation has been adjusted so that no hit stop when the opponent's attack is intercepted. It's a general change. It's just as whiffing when intercepting. Jumping attack will be addressed in the next update. Okay. Specific situations, visual effects were triggered despite the attack being stopped. Kind of get that. All right, Heat Burst. Yep, still, they still haven't fixed the fact that it should be 0, to me, my opinion. But again, it's just me. Pushback collision detection of the opponent upon aerial hit has been expanded upwards, making it more difficult to jump over the opponent. What this means is there's a chance that Heat Burst can now hit Excalibur. Maybe. The unnatural looking animation occurring when clashing with the opponent's striking attack has been corrected. Okay. Instances where the positioning became strange when opponent blocks your attack near the wall have been alleviated. So a lot of bug fixes here, right? Certain characters have been alleviated. Okay. Dude, Devil Jin is gonna suffer. Wake up from downward state. Now this is interesting. In version 1.3.1, we implemented a change where stage gimmicks do not activate for characters in a completely down state until they got up. However, we made the following additional fix regarding those. Specific wake-ups performed from a down state, such as Alisa's while down and facing. Oh! So certain stuff. Okay. Again, eventually we can get to that, right? Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go to the rest of the things, the rest of the patches, right? Let's go with the characters, I feel. I don't know if this is it. Ah, here we go. Okay, sorry. Let me change that. I found it. I found the things. This one is also general, but now let's go to the characters. Let's go. Edward, are you here? We're gonna breeze through them. See, I told you it's really from my phone. I legitimately just took a screenshot from my phone. So let's talk about Alisa and Asuka first. Let's make it fast. Let's make it really, really fast. Alisa's down forward 1. Yep. I think Wham should also be here for this. I mean, he already read this anyway. So, yeah. Alisa players, hello. The opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after getting hit by DF1. Unnaturally quickly has been corrected. Gotcha. What's this? Down back 2, 1. This is down back 2, 1, 1 plus 2. Oh, okay. So, mostly for Alisa, it's a buff or some balance changes, honestly. I find that that's pretty okay. Again, it's just me. So, and I could care less. By the way, we're not gonna decipher everybody here, okay? We're not gonna go through everybody. We don't have all the time, but we're gonna go with the very important ones, right? The things that really made people ache, because those are very important factors in the competitive integrity of the game. Naturally, we're gonna have a lot of Alisa changes because we just saw Kira hand it over to a lot of players in Electric Clash. So Alisa buffs, or sorry, nerfs or changes are about to happen. So standing forward, there's a buff there, honestly. Now Asuka, one of the characters who I believe really didn't get that much light towards, the entirety of Tekken 8 all the way to now. Now I need some inputs over here. Hello Dandice, how you doing? Good evening. Thank you for using some of your points. The hitbox when intercepting an opponent's attack has been expanded to reduce instances of whiffing in certain situations. I cannot attest to this because I've never used Asuka in a high level, or at least consistently. So maybe Asuka players will know what that is. And this is the charge, I feel. Right? The hold. F2 plus 3, the behavior of the opponent upon successful parry has been adjusted in instances of whiffing on certain situations have been alleviated. So it's a buff, basically. So this is because F2 plus 3, I believe, has some weird situations wherein Asuka cannot combo entirely. So maybe now the behavior has changed so that it will always combo. DF1-2. Okay. Oh, am I late? Says Matthew. No, we just started. So DF1-2 and DF1-4. Yeah, DF1-2 and DF1-4 got buffed. Right? So now you cannot necessarily take the DF1-2 anymore, or you cannot try to duck DF1-2 as much as you'd want to, because maybe there's a huge change. DF1-2 on hit. Yeah, there we go. That's another one. So there's a gap, right? And also what this means is maybe, just maybe, my opinion, if the Asuka does a DF1-2 commit, fuzzying will probably be a bad idea. That's just what I see it. You might as well just commit to either a duck or a block. And down back 4-4-3. Oh, that's insane. So what does that mean? So does this mean that down back 4-3 is jail now? Or is this a counter hit issue? It's probably a counter hit issue. Yeah, I hope it's counter hit issue. Because if down back 4-3 is jail now, it has to be punishable because it's a launcher. Anyway. Again, that's just what I understand. From what I understand. Running 1+2 now. This is huge, man. It's supposed to be jail if you don't duck it. Yeah, exactly. So... yeah, the while running 1+2 buff this is nasty huge, man. So reduce the knockback when the distance is when the attack is blocked. Changes have been made to trigger tornado upon hit. That is insane, bro. So the damage, of course, naturally to balance that, it's now from 42 to 36. Granted, probably the chip will definitely be less. The opponent's behavior on block has been adjusted. Opponent's recovery has been increased from +5 to +11, from +6 to +11G. My gosh. Also, when the opponent is near a wall, they will now be susceptible to wall splat. So what that means is it's a knockdown on normal, I feel. So it's a knockdown on normal maybe, and then it's probably a launcher on counter hit, if that's what I'm understanding. Or it's just probably a splat. Like a tornado altogether. Right? Now, you gotta stand still against an Asuka, dude. But I feel that it's still interruptible. I hope that's the takeaway to it. That it's still very interruptible. Okay. Nani Wagusto up 1+2. Now, this is a cool move. I like this. Yeah, now I believe it consumes less heat. If I'm understanding that properly. It probably eats less heat whenever you use it. Lower consumption. Yeah, there it is. The stabilizer, we have F1+3, which is the grab. The grab that kind of doesn't have damage, but it makes you guess. So this was this is now a buff, because originally from -9, she is now this is the 2 rather. Sorry, the 2. The 2 is what? The low? I can't remember if no, the 4 is the low. The 2 is a mid. So the 4 is the low, right? So now originally launcher open, it is now at -14. That's big. That's huge for Asuka. How into the patch notes should I go? Well, know your character first, honestly. So yeah, this is the Asuka buffs are nasty, in my opinion. She's probably gonna make it to A neutral to A plus, because of these changes. This is just prediction. Probably gonna go to A plus. Because that running 1+2 is crazy. Imagine if you have an engager. Automatic Nani Wagusto running 1+2 or F4 legitimate mix-up. Or at least behind the wall, you have no choice. You gotta block. That's big for Asuka. I'm already giving ideas. I know Edward already thought about that. Or other Asukas out there did. But yes, running 1+2 is crazy. It's mad good for Asuka. Okay. Let's move this. Now, this is where everybody's gonna start doing the Patrick Star eyebrow raise, rub their hands together type of meme, right? Because voila, Coffee Lady is now impaled in a manner. At least in a manner. So, was there any doubt that Azucena's running 3-2 was gonna get nerfed? Was there any doubt? Right? It's not here. It's on the next page, I feel. But if I didn't put it here, or it's in another part of the screenshots that I took, it's now from +5 to -2. Sorry, +5 to +2. So +5 to +2 is big, dude. Technically, Azucena can be contested. The most that she could do from that +2 that will really kill you is definitely a DF1. And even then, it's tradable. Even then, it's tradable. Right? That's big. Now, she has to be smart with her pressure. Okay, now, 1-1. This is big as well. 1-1 is an abusable high mid. At -9, now at -10. And with 0 pushback. Big change. Now you gotta think. You're only gonna use it to either punish, right? Or check. Or to stop people from ducking your 1-2. That's nasty big. Again, sorry, I'm gonna use the word nasty a lot because this patch is nasty. It really did. It really did do a lot to these characters. So yeah, 2-1 is also big, yes. The second hit can be backdash too, but that's not the point, Drew. That's not the point. Even if you're behind the wall, there's no use backdashing that. Now they're not gonna do it. Even if the move was backdashable, behind the wall, it's free for Azucena. It was still too good. Right? Okay. Now 2-1. From -3 to -7. Right? And on hit, it's only +3. That's still good if you ask me. Because it still locks you with DF1, yada yada, so on and so forth. So she has to play like an actual Tekken player now. Now the DF141 nerfs are pretty big as well. The input window for the second hit has been reduced, preventing delays in its execution. You can no longer, as far as I read it, you can no longer delay DF14. It's good and bad. Because now I cannot commit to delaying it. To punishing it. It still jails, apparently. So, the second hit has been reduced, preventing delays in its execution. So, no delays. Now she has to commit. The damage for the second hit has been reduced from 17 to 13. That's big as well. Because now you're going to go for a 1-2 as a punish. Because DF14 probably won't do crap. Okay? The hitbox of the second attack has been reduced to make it easier to evade through sidesteps. Because it didn't make sense back then that it tracks so much, even for a high. And it's NCC. So the duration of the attack and the hitbox of the third attack have been adjusted to make it less likely to hit opponents behind you. We've seen so many clips of the DF14. 1 hits you in the back. Deserved. Down back 3, damage nerf. Down back 4, damage nerf. Back 1, damage nerf. Okay, let's go. Let's go. All right, next. Hold on. 2-1 did so much for her. Yes, it was really too good. Some friends thought it was weird that I thought that Azucena's neutral game feels very Kazumi-like in terms of safety. Yes, I did say that, actually. Kazumi, Azucena was the Kazumi of this game. Of Season 1. I did say that. She was the Kazumi. So simple, no-brainer, no risk, you win. And she knocks down every time. Okay, so apparently I didn't get to put the Azucena, but this is a big gap, I think. Or did I put it? Oh yeah, I didn't put it. I didn't put the rest of the Azucena here. But running 3-2 is now +2 only on block. I'll leave it at that. Now, Brian players, hello. Heat 2+, basically heat smash. Increased damage. So big, very big, 45 to 50. 53. I'm seeing that right? I think that's 53, right? How nerfed is Dragunov? We're gonna get to that, Luz. So my goodness, because I'm so happy. Now, yeah. My +9 to +15, very good. Behavior on block. Prevent them from hitting walls. Again, behavior change. Where you have to see that. Attack hitbox has been expanded mid-air so it doesn't miss. That's the biggest problem of Brian players. It actually misses in mid-air, right? Which is pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. Kawawa. Rage Art change. Pretty standard, I feel. Now, so 3+4 and DF2-3 now got a bit of a nerf. Just to balance it out. I've encountered this myself. The collision detection with the opponent to make it less likely for a counter attack to miss when interrupting the attack with a power crush. That happened to me before. I tried to go in between the string. And then DF2-3 or 3+4, the power crush misses. And because Brian's hurt box is invisible when he does 3+4. Happened to me so many times. So if I do a right call, say for example, I want to armor Brian. And then I do down back 1+2 by Steve. Just an example. Brian, I will take hits. And Brian will not take any. The 3+4 is gonna push me so far away that I just took the hit of the thrust kick, the 3+4, and I completely whiff. So that leaves me dead. So now apparently they fixed that, which is good. Down 3-2. Okay, behavior. Could crouch unnaturally quickly and evade the second hit immediately after first hit has been corrected. So maybe it jails now. Maybe down 3-2 jails. Let's see. If it jails, my goodness. It has to be punishable at least. They haven't changed that with Elisa yet. Making it 0 is absurd. Cobra Fang decreased the distance from opponent on first hit, mitigating occurrence of whiffing mid-combo. I agree. That really does happen. QCB3, hitbox has been expanded! Okay, so less whiff of a hatchet. QCB4, soccer kick, make it less likely to whiff against it. Opponent's in a down state. That's fair, because Brian actually misses some of the hatchets. Sorry, not the hatchet. The soccer kick. Even when he's point blank, it kind of misses. Pretty stupid if you ask me. Snake Eyes 3+4 2. Reversal break effect has been added to it no longer possible to mitigate with the power crush or attack reversal. So it's gonna power through a power crush. So probably Snake Eyes mid punch, it's gonna go through. As far as I see it. The third hit can now be delayed. Yoshi can Kincho that. It's fine. It's an isolated case. It's an isolated case. The hitbox has been expanded to make it less likely to whiff. Snake Eyes. Okay, here. Sorry. F212. Okay, this is big. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from 240 to 150. Wow, dude, I didn't see that. So the frame advantage on block for the third hit has been changed from 12 frame from -12 to -2. Yo, what is happening? Everything is safe. Yo, that is nuts. I mean, I know it's not a useful string entirely, but this is big when you taunt. So it means that because since this combo, since this string is full damage, it's kind of effective after a taunt. Because when you taunt somebody, it scales, right? It scales. So, man, that's pretty nuts. That's pretty crazy. So none of the strings, no part of the string is launch open now. Wow, dude, that is crazy for Brian. And he doesn't eliminate heat that much because of that. Okay, so moving forward, Claudio, yep, this is pretty small. Now, here we go. Wah! Devil Jin players, wah! Okay. But he needs it. Screw that, dude. Devil Jin players, listen up. During heat, Psycho Crusher, finally, eat the bottom of a shoe, I promise you. Because look at this. Tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Thank you. Forward movement has been reduced and reach has been shortened. Thank you. Right? The issue we're here, down back 1+2, it's the low-key charge. We call that here in the Philippines. The issue we're holding would not result in a counter hit when being attacked by opponent has been fixed. Yes. Snakes, what's good, man? Okay, so that's a nerf. So this is a buff, I feel. Tracking ability of the third hit has been enhanced only when landing with a second attack. Ah, nice. Mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Okay, that's pretty alright. Because now you can actually sidestep laser scraper even to that side and block it. So the second hit is basically buffed. Up 1+2 adjusted the input reception to make it easier to perform. Oh, okay. So maybe some people will make the mistake when they input this. And again, big wah for Devil Jin players. The nerf to the Psycho Crusher. Oh, but he needs it. Alright. But yeah, Devil Jin, again, This was about to happen. At least they didn't touch anything from MC. MC1 is still plus. Morning Crow 2-2 still okay, right? The homing of that needs to be changed though. I don't think they've gone through that yet. The homing of Morning Crow 2-2 is just too good. That's pretty bad if you ask me. It still tracks like crazy. Like Devil Jin literally turns around and then attacks. It's pretty stupid. Anywho. Where am I? Am I at patch 4 already? I think I am. Oh, I am at patch 4. Okay, sorry. Alright, let's move forward. Yeah, that's Devil Jin so far. Who's next? Okay, patch 4, patch 5. No, it's not changing. It is not changing. Oh, here, sorry. My bad. Patch 5. Whoa! Okay, patch 6 maybe? Maybe I'm already at 6. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay! Blue Soul, are you here? It's time to answer the questions of this laundry list of nerfs. And I am so happy. I am so happy. Let's go. What do you mean no? Snakes, what do you mean no? What do you mean no? This was bound to happen. I will legit ban you if you contradict this. So are you one of the people who got carried by drag? So yeah, 4 half-page nerf. Exactly. He deserves it. Yeah. Thank you, LJ Lee. He absolutely deserves it. Dude. He absolutely deserves it. And this is coming from a Dragunov player since Dark Resurrection, dude. I have never ever been this disgusted of any of my characters until Tekken 8. You know this. LJ Lee knows this. Snakes knows this. Everybody there in chat knows it. I've been a Dragunov player since Dark Resurrection. At his worst state, dude. And I promise you, you will see a legitimate drop of Dragunov players after this. And I will laugh and I will post about it. Okay. But it's not an all downward spiral for drag. There are some things, you know what? I'm kidding. There's really just one good thing that they bought from him and he doesn't even, you know. How will I cheese Pao Zhen? Now that's your problem. The damage of the first hit when inputting 4-4 has been changed from 15 to 10. So 4-4 is now nerfed. In combo, big change. So 4-4 as a filler will definitely be changed. Now you have to do my staple. Okay. F3 1 plus 2, yeah, a little bit of negativity. So now it's more positive, or at least it's less negative on block from -6 to -3. And I believe, yeah, performance of multiple low attacks, right? Okay. So that's a change. That's a change. Down forward one phenomena where the opponent could crouch to evade. Oh, so basically DF1 just got an increased hitbox. That's fine. I'm still riled up by the fact that DF1 for combos doesn't deserve it. And even I feel that he doesn't deserve DF1 for counter hit combo. Now, there we go. DF3 plus 4. Homing strike. DF3 plus 4. The kick, the filler in the combo. The tail spin of Dragunov. Reduced damage from 23 to 19. 23-19! You know the movie, but you know, okay. 23-19. So, now, that's big. Because I'm happy because Dragunov's combos are not an injustice. Or they're probably gonna be reduced pretty great, and you're gonna notice that because now Dragunov has a 77 from a DF2. It's not easy to do, but he has a 77. Imagine the potential if the player can do that consistently. If not 77, he can go to 71 easy. That's the easy combo. Any combo that goes beyond 65 in this game is busted from a staple with no resources. Remember that. So down 4 when hitting an opponent face down was different from the intended behavior, which has been corrected. Not so bad. Here we go. I am gonna zoom in on this so that you guys, you suckers, look at this. I told you I just took it straight from my phone. So that you suckers can eat this whole without any water. You are gonna eat this whole without any water. One more zoom. Bam. Down, back, 3 plus 4. Hatchet kick. The forward movement has been reduced, resulting in shorter reach. Increase the distance between Dragunov and the opponent upon ground and downed hits. Yes. Because a hatchet to another hatchet is a no-brainer, dude. And he gets momentum. It's a reset loop. Okay. Added 4 frames of recovery time, changing the frame advantage on hit from 7 to 3. Thank you. Normal hatchet, dude. Normal. Alter Dragunov's behavior when blocking to ensure that any character can punish with an aerial combo starter. You know what this means? It's a stagger now. It's a stagger. That's what it is. Oh, that is rich. That is so rich. Dude, I will still use this. I'm not even kidding. But I'm not gonna throw it out like a baboon, man. So now, again, down back 3 plus 4. Read this ever so closely. Well, it was good while it lasted. That's what every person who rides a trend would say. That's what every single person... I'm not crapping on anybody, but it's true. Every single person who has rode a trend just because it's a trend will say the exact same thing. And it's fine, Snakes. The funny thing is we're not done. King was untouched. We're gonna wait for that. Any character can punish with an aerial combo starter. And you know what I think? If it's not a stagger, what if Dragunov actually floats after this? I'm not even kidding. That would be so funny. What if he actually gets floated after that getting blocked? Right? Imagine that. What if it's not necessarily a stagger on block, but what if it is a float state? It's gonna be super weird, dude. Okay. Back 4, 2, 1. Thank you, heavens. The downward hitbox size of the first attack has been reduced, making it less likely to connect with opponents in a down state. It was never meant to be like that in the first place. Never. Back 4 was never meant to be as fat as it is. Because basically his back 4 is as good as Jin's back 2. Imagine that, dude. And you can tell that Jin's back 2 is supposed to be low. It's 15 frames. It doesn't splat. You get the rest of the picture. But that move, that godforsaken move, dude, back 4 hits anybody who so much as exhales while they're lying down. Right? Back 4 will hit anybody who's downed and so much as breathes. That's how crazy that back 4 is. Anyways, reduce the occurrence of the third hit whiffing after the second hit connects. I think that's fair. It's a high anyway. Scaling reduced to 70 has been applied to the combo when the third hit is a counter hit. Great. Thank goodness. This is what I was talking about. Dragunov belongs to the few characters who, with an engager, with a heat dashing move, a heat engage that combos, goes all the way to almost 80 damage. Imagine that. He can actually 100 off of a heat engage, dude. Imagine that. Anyways. So, back 1, 2, adjusted the collision detection to make it more difficult to slip. Yeah. So, it's basically a buff to the stinging elbow. Running 2, frame advantage on block has been changed from +6 to +4. Very good. Now you can step, now we can already step it, but more so, I believe, in the next patch. So, running 2, you have to be smart when you use it. Damage of input quickly. The just frame has been from 30 to 26. Now, that's huge. So it's probably not going to be the strongest ender now in combo. It's probably going to get weaker. The damage of the standard version has been changed from 25 to 22. Yep. There's a discrepancy of the damage notation for sample combos. Okay. We're not even done yet, dude. We're not done yet. Opponent wall stun running 4. This right here, I am so thankful of. Because this was supposed to scale drastically. Running 4 on the wall plus the wall combo is still so good. Even after a million hits. Even after so many hits, it's still strong, dude. 36 to 28 due to damage getting applied to wall combos. The actual damage will be decreased by approximately 2 to 3 compared to previous versions in practical combat situations. Great. I love that. What else? Yeah, wall stun. Running 4. Down forward 1 on hit 4. The recovery time on the first hit has been decreased. Ah, there. Sorry. They did change DF1-4. DF1-4 from full crouch, right? I completely forgot about this. I wish I read that earlier. Full crouch DF1-4 will no longer counter hit if the first hit connects. If the first hit counter hits. No longer knockdown, rather. Sorry. No longer knocks down. This is so nice, dude. It's like going to a spa. You know, it's like getting Ventosa. No change to frame advantage on block. Sorry. No change to frame advantage on block. Basically, I feel that what this means is that there's probably a bigger gap between the first and second hit. The second hit no longer knocks down when the first hit is a counter hit. Maybe that's what I understand. We're gonna check that eventually. During takedown 1, recovery time has been reduced by 4 frames. So, yeah. So basic, in reality, takedown 1, mount 1, you no longer have Oki. Because this is where Dragunov has so much Oki. You can kick out of it. So yes, folks, Dragunov nerfs. I did tell you guys, I had faith that Dragunov is eventually gonna get pole-axed. He is gonna get bottled on the head after giving him time to shine. And here we go. I love it. I love it. Okay, Eddie, crouching state. F1. The track. Okay, the track got finally the track got nerfed because that was so unintended. Bananero, this is pretty strong, dude. Bananero 1 from +5 to +6 basically means you cannot step. Second hit whiffs when performed near the wall have been alleviated. I think that's okay. Hurt box or certain attacks with whiff. So Negativa back. Probably this is a balance. Because if he holds back after Negativa, some attacks, even if they're mids, they kind of miss. This is bad. The Bananera thingy. Yeah, the 3+4. Or sorry, Mandinga 2. Mandinga level 2 is... This is pretty crazy. Yeah. Okay. So, you smile on my face. That's Dragunov, bro. Dragunov changes. I love it. We love it. Okay, so of course, we cannot leave this unaddressed. Feng Wei. Feng Wei's changes. So you Feng Wei players out there who go 8, go wah. Alright. A lot of downward arrows for Feng, if you guys notice. But mostly are for balance, in my opinion. Because he's really just too strong, dude. A good Feng is still better than a good drag. Because of the tools. Upon blocking this attack and crouching, would inadvertently get hit by back-facing opponent 1. So this is probably probably a... Yeah, again, it's 2 now. Kick does not make contact with the opponent. Shock waves that shake the ground occur. So, basically, the AOE, in just to shorten it or to simplify, the AOE is reduced of the back turn 3+4. Input window for punch pair has been changed from -2 to 9 frames to 5 to 9 frames. So this will not sabaki as fast anymore. 1+2 is no longer as effective as of a sabaki as the others. Feng F2, yep, more hitbox. I think that's good. Even DF3+4, that's fine. The shoulder. Mitigating cases where the opponent's punish would not connect. So is this a pushback issue? Right? So now, maybe, just maybe, no attacks will whiff off of the shoulder. I like that. This is where a lot of Fangs will start to cry, I feel. A forward 3 big damage nerf. So from 20 damage to 16. It's pretty big. Same with FF3. So now there's a huge chance that this is not the strongest ender. Again, I could be wrong. Could be slash kick now. Or flash kick. While rising 1+2, yeah, okay, sure. Kind of like the Sabaki. This! Haha! While inputting the second hit, the recovery frames indicated that the opponent upon block for the first has been increased by 4 frames. This change ensures that if the opponent attempts to counterattack after blocking the first hit, they won't be hit by the second hit. It means that there's a bigger gap in between. The damage has been reduced from 10-15 to 13-10. The adjustment aims to give tactical benefits to using the move in ways other than always inputting both. Right? So now, it's worth it to do the first hit, but if you get blocked, then the second hit will automatically be very punishing. Okay, so yeah, moving forward, counter attack after blocking the first hit. They won't be hit by the second hit. Yeah, I like that. Maybe a bigger gap. Warang Rage Art change to FF3. Sure. Jack, same thing. So what else, guys? What else do you wanna talk about? What else do you wanna talk about? I know a guy who can say that. I know a very important wrestler who says that. Okay, so I think I'm at 8. June. Okay, June. June is also pretty okay, I feel. But we can wait for that. We can wait for this. I want to get to Zafina. Because this we already saw coming, right? This is pretty natural. So DF1-2. A forward 4-3. Big change. What else? Izumo 3. Genjutsu 2. Health consumption has been reduced. There we go. Pretty fair, guys. Yep, that's pretty something. But let's go to Zafina. Let's go to Zafina, please. Patch 10. I think. Did I get 9? Bang. Oh, shit. Okay, so I have a 10, 11, page 11. Is this Zafina? Oh, this is Law and Lars and Law. Okay, this is pretty crazy, in my opinion. Lars did. Dynamic Entry 3 didn't get buffed. I mean, nerfed. They're still letting us keep that jank kick that's +5 on block with no counterplay. Amazing. Good stuff, Babco. But again, maybe they'll change that in the future. Probably change the effect. Yep. Mostly balance stuff. I think that's okay. So back 4-3, that's okay, whatever. So while standing 4? While standing 4. Okay, so now I think that's yeah. So that while standing 4 in combos, or maybe the general gist of while standing 4 will be nerfed. Because while standing 4 to DSS F1 is actually a very strong counter hit combo starter for Law. If he has heat. So that I completely understand. So it's a reduction in damage. This is 11. Let's go to the next one. I want to talk about Zafina real quick. Because Zafina had a huge change. Lee Chaolan, for those of you Lee Chaolan players out there, this is okay. But they still haven't removed back 3-3. That's gotta change. That's gotta go. Or some aspects of back 3-3 have to be changed, right? I think this is it. Leo Fair. Oh, Leroy as well. I want to do this on another day. I want to do this another day. But for now, look at this. Look at all the up arrows of Leroy, dude. All the up arrows of Leroy. All of them. All up arrows. Buff. So now, keep your eyes out for Mr. Smith. This is a lot. This is a lot, dude. And it's not like it's impossible to rank up with him or to get higher with him, but man, this is quite a list. A lot of property changes. So, yeah. I feel that's pretty much what they did to Leroy. And I'm fine with it. I'm completely okay with that, to be honest with you. Completely okay. But let's see how far that'll go. Let's see how far that'll be brought. So yeah, if you guys are still there, let me know. Patsilo Gaming, hello, welcome. Good evening. Just doing some stuff. That's Leroy. Is this Zafina already? Leroy. Oh, it's still the Leroy. And Lily, there we go. A little bit of nerf. Sorry, I just continued it from here. Back-facing opponent 1 resulted in block continuing has been fixed. Oh, okay. Standing 1-4, expanded the hurt block, alleviating certain situations where certain attacks would whiff. So it's probably the punish, if you block it. Paul gotta have a balance, but you know what? Okay, sure. That's Paul. We didn't see enough representation of Paul, to be honest, so we're gonna watch out for that. This might be the Zafina thing. Is this it? Is this the... Oh, Xiao Yu! There we go, some nerfs. Grail Bjornsen, how are you? So back, Hypnotist 3, probably, yeah, this is probably -13 now. If I'm understanding that. Standing to hold forward, recovery -1. Back 4, there. Now it's gonna hurt less on the wall. Still strong, dude. F212, damage reduction, sure. Sure, I guess. Okay. Not enough, dude. In my opinion, not enough. A lot of nerfs on Yoshimitsu, or a lot of changes, rather. Yeah. But let's get to that soon, right? I want to talk about those very few characters because I feel that these are game breaking. These are very, very game breaking. Ah, yes. Here we go. Boys and girls, check this out. Zafina. Zafina changes. Yeah, not nerfs, just change, right? It needs more, in my opinion. Needs more. Xiaoyu still needs more nerfs. Because those things are still workable. A little too workable. She can still inflict massive damage, in my opinion. Okay, expanded the hurt box. It's a bit of a... Yeah, okay, this is fine. The low, this is the low. So you have to be very, very close. You have to be very close and... yeah. Oh, no. Rather, this is a punishment problem. So some characters can now completely punish the Scarecrow stance. Not hitbox, sorry, I saw hurt box. So if you block the minus 14 of the Scarecrow stance heat, which is a low, you can punish it with a good solid 14 frame. 1-4, balance. Modified and the frame advantage has been changed from +2 frames to +22 frames, dude. I don't know if this right here was actually an error on their end. I read this too. +2 from 1-4 to +22 frame G. What this means is it's probably a tornado effect or maybe what's this? A wall crush effect. I don't know. Let's check it out maybe when it comes out. +22F is just nuts. To facilitate offense after landing attack, the distance from the opponent has been reduced because 1-4 pushes back so far on hit. Now there's a legit mix-up. What did I tell you guys a while ago? Tarantula is one of her best stances in Tekken 8. Now she can use that off of a punish. That's really good. The behavior of the opponent on block has been modified, decreasing the distance to the opponent when the attack is blocked. Tarantula. I already told you. It's crazy. It's gonna be so insane. This. Even when hitting from the side, the connected moves are now corrected to hit continuously, similar to when hitting from the front. The engager, F1+2, 19 frames. But now, yeah, it happened to me before. First hit connects, second doesn't engage. So now it's okay. Now, the opponent's behavior on hit has been changed, and the frame advantage has been changed from +2 to +5, dude. +5 from a low, a poke, +5. Additionally, the frame advantage upon hitting the opponent while transitioning to Mantis has been adjusted from +4 to +7, dude. Either way, you hit this move, stance or no stance, it's a win. It is a win from a poke. It's reactable, sure, semi-reactable to a degree, but dang, that poke, a down 3, man. Now I'm scared to use Zafina, dude, because this looks like it's gonna be super game-changing. Down 3 from a +2 to a +5 without stance and 4 to 7. That is an astronomical change. It's kind of like saying that she now has Dragunov's hatchet, but less punishable. And this combo's on counter hit too. But of course, this is way slower. I'm exaggerating in the sense that the damage is the same, yada yada. But this right here is kind of like a switch, right? Dragunov lost it, now Zafina might have it. Or think of it as having Eddie's FF3. Ooh. Running 3. Reduce the occurrence of whipping on certain moves. There was a time that running 3 can be ducked. Stupid. Now this takes the cake. From this change onwards, this takes the cake. Running 1+2. Zafina's Pounds. It's one of my favorite Zafina additions. Usually it's just for a combo ender. Now it's an actual attack. It's a homing high that now gives +8 on block. Originally it's +7, but it's a high, but it wasn't homing. Now it's homing. I did kind of wish for this. The high should be homing, but I didn't think that they would make it 20 frames fast. It's invisible now. So if you can pull it off from point blank, it's as fast as Dragunov's hammer. It's a high homing. It's +8 on block. It goes straight to Tarantula. I have nothing else. It's the new Azucena, basically. But again, it's a high, right? It's a high. It's a Claudio running 2, right? There's a better way of putting it. Running 2 of Claudio, and then you land on Tarantula. Increase the hurt box to alleviate certain counterattacks, whiffing after crouching the attack. So, Pussycat Dolls. So back then, if you duck Zafina's while running 1+2, or now in this version that we have, if you duck it, you cannot punish it all the time with the same moves as other characters. So now she's probably more susceptible to getting launched. Altered Zafina's state after the attack, fixing the issue where she was immune to low attacks. So it means that there's a bigger possibility of Zafina escaping a poke off of a low attack. So there's probably a chance that she doesn't go to Tarantula anymore. Probably. Right? If that's the case, or maybe you can choose to go whether Tarantula or not, as far as I see it. But this is good. Overall, this is amazing for Zafina. During Scarecrow attacks, actually, you're going to see me play Zafina in the upcoming streams. And Raven. Hitbox has been expanded downward. Hi, Gigi Xiao. Alleviating the situation where occasionally we have under certain circumstances. So, now, Scarecrow 4, probably going to be a better combo tool. And probably going to be better to throw out, I guess. I don't know. This is dumb. In my opinion, this is dumb. I already told you that, Gigi Xiao. I already told you guys. I already told every single Xiao you out there you're gonna get it. But it's still too good. In my opinion, it's still good. It's just a matter now of how you formulate plans. They're definitely gonna nerf Xiao, dude. Xiaoyu players, or Xiaoyu in general, already allows breaking of the game, even if they don't think. Even if Xiaoyu players don't think, they get away with the game because we get away with crap in the game because she's engineered to be that way. Now, she can still do that. She can still do that, and she deserves these nerfs or these changes, and even nerf her some more. Dude, Xiaoyu is still very good. She's still very, very good. She just needs to be balanced, dude. Because AOP doesn't reduce its evasion. As it says, power, the following buffs have been implemented. Okay, so Tarantula stance DF1, which is my favorite move, in my opinion, of Zafina, is the claw from Tarantula, the ender of a combo. I love the animation. I love the effect of in the combo. My favorite move. From -7 to +6. Imagine the jump from the negative side of the ruler to the positive side. Dude, 1-4 DF1 is full block. If you get punished by 1-4 by Zafina, guess. You gotta guess, dude. And basically, if I want to take my turn back, +6. 1-4 on hit, take it. It's mine again. That's why you crappers out there, you cannot tell me that I am riding Zafina once she got stronger, because I did not use Zafina in Tekken 7 when she was broken. I used her now at her worst, so I deserve this too. If I use Zafina again. So to make it easier to apply pressure after the opponent blocks the attack, the distance from the opponent was reduced when blocked. So like I said, all Zafina, dude. Everything is upwards. Everything is upwards for Zafina. What else? Yeah, I can't find the king one. I can't remember if I kept the king. Yeah, Leroy is also all up. All ups. Right? I'm using her at her worst version. Dude, I love Zafina. 1-4 is huge due to her Tarantula mix-up. I did say that. You guys heard me say that time and time again, not just from this stream. I've been saying that Zafina's Tarantula in this game is really, really good. It's really good. I mean, I don't even mind hurting as a Zafina. I don't mind hurting as a Zafina. I like it. I really like it. I'm actually gonna play Zafina in a bit, or maybe tomorrow when I stream. You're gonna see me do a lot of streaming with Zafina and Raven. Apart from Steve, I'm just gonna get my TGS back, wait for the patch, and then play the whole game as it goes. Because I made the mistake of rushing myself to try to get things done because of my busy schedule, which is my fault. No, the thing is, her Tarantula mix-up is okay on hit. On block, it's still the same. On block, it's still the same. It's not like Xiao Yu's. She can still get picked off. Okay, so I did not keep the what's his face? I didn't keep the King. But here's the thing about King. They didn't do anything to him. They just reduced the damage of the dang freaking heat smash. That's all they did. Okay, so we're back to this. I'm gonna make this bigger. Just so we could talk about what we tackled today. Right? So we saw some changes to Claudio and Jin. Very, very small. Right? Yeah, it's still really big. Okay. So, Steve buffs. Ah? Did we talk about that? We didn't talk about the Steve buffs, right? Let's go. Yeah, we did not talk about the Steve buffs, apparently. That's my bad. Let's look for the Steve buffs. Did we? I think we did. Oh, yeah, we did. We talked about the Steve buffs. So, Steve buff. 1. Let's recap that. Lionheart now has an additional 1 frame of recovery. What that means is it probably has higher plus on hit. The strings that go to Lionheart, like a 4-1-2, back 1-2, you cannot armor through it anymore. Thank goodness that's a big Steve change. Now, whenever I punish with a 13, it's worth it now. It's actually worth it. And that's fine. Right? And now I got so used to 2-2 already. Number 2, this is big. From 23 frames, his Cyclone 1+2, which is the Lionheart unblockable, the guard break, is now at 18 to 19 frames. It's invisible now. So basically, if I hit you with a punish that goes to Lionheart, you are legitimately forced to guess. Right? You know, let's go back. Let's look at that again. So in a game that's 50-50, finally, Steve can play that game too. So you're not gonna be dumb about it. You're gonna be smart when you get hit by that. It is a true mix-up, yeah. Hold on, let me see this. Brian. Sorry, it's a bit clustered in here. But now I gotta check out this these notes right here. Because this is not it. This is not the Steve change. But the Steve change is pretty good enough in my opinion. And of course, the one thing you guys have seen me tilt time, and that's May 8th, by the way. The patch will release on May 8th. So you guys have seen me flip out time and time again. On Steve Fox. Oh yeah, alphabetical order. Hold on. On Steve Fox, actually, what did I do? His Sonic Fang missing so wildly, right? Which is pretty dumb. Because the second hit always misses. And now, it doesn't. Which is great. S. Xiao Yu. Did I not put the Steve change here? I'd be such an idiot if I didn't. Or maybe I put it on another one. Hold on. I think I did not, dude. Hold on. Let me look for that. Let me look for that. Because the Steve Fox change is pretty dramatic. It's huge. Steve he actually really deserves it. So, hold on. I gotta look for that link. Because that's really something. That's really something. Steve Fox change. Let's go. Whoa, that is small. What the freak? That is huge. Okay. Hold on, let me share my screen. Yeah, so that we'll go over this. We'll go over this. Did you already discuss the Leroy stuff? No, I don't intend to discuss the Leroy now because he's probably the most buffed character, and Zafina, alongside Zafina. So I'll do that on another day. But a lot of his stuff are just property changes that will make him an even better character than he already is. Like granted, a truly strong character. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I'm gonna make this larger. Make this huge. Everybody can see it, right? So that yep, I'm gonna let it cover me. Or you know what? No. Over the TV. Yep. Oh snap! Okay, there we go. Whoa. Oh, what the heck happened? Move over the TV, bro. Okay. There we go. Hi, Crap Abated. What's good, man? All right. So let's try to look for the Steve change. Yeah, the Bears also. I didn't actually get the bear change. But the Bears are pretty buffed. They got really, 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 really buffed. So that's pretty crazy. Okay, Steve. And Shaheen also got some changes. But let's talk about Steve, right? So I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, let's talk about that. And again, this is just me absolutely being so biased with Steve. All right, now. Yeah, the bear buffs are pretty good. I'm just going to see how long that's going to last, to be honest with you. So, buff damage. Thank goodness. This is a well-deserved change for Steve's Heat Smash. He has one of the weakest Heat Smashes in the game. Trust me. He has one of the weakest Heat Smashes. So, it's almost unnecessary for you to use the Heat Smash. For Steve. Better use the other moves. Sonic Fang change. You see this? Hitbox has been expanded upward, alleviating instances where the attack would miss in certain situations. Sonic Fang, bro. Holy heck. Finally, they addressed it. This same thing happened back in Tekken 7. So yeah, Rage Art. Look, down back 3-2. You see this? This particular section right here. Basically, bullet 4. Down back 3-2. Back 1-2. Down back. Yeah, everything. Everything. A 4-3-2 while standing 2-2 and ducking left and right. That ends in Bounty Hunter. The recovery time inflicted on the opponent has been increased by 1 frame. So it's more plus. The end of an era, absolutely. You know who's coming up? Shaheen. I kid you not. So this right here, increased by 1 frame. This change was made considering the opponent's power crush made it easier to defend against pressure from Lionheart. Dude, Lionheart was exclusively made for 8. And how could you utilize a stance for a 50-50 game that you cannot imply a 50-50? How is that fair, right? Like, just again, to further be biased with Steve. Again, you guys can hate me for that, but I'm just really being real about it. Nee himself talked about it. How is it a 50-50? Right? When you lose to everything. It's a 90-10. No, Banana. Well, yes, you are. I tried to make you feel better. But yeah. Steve should have been good with his new stance. Here's what's funny, Gigi Xiao. Outfox, the jump backwards, the Kenpo step of Steve, that's good on its own. I actually need that nerfed in a manner. In my opinion. If it's not gonna be nerfed, then at least keep it the way it is, right? Outfox is great. Lionheart strings, you know, like strings that go to Lionheart, that's what's stupid. High mid 50-50 are very far from a mid low 50-50. Exactly. Dude, every time I press my 50-50 on Steve, I pray, dude. I always try to internally close my eyes and I hope I'm right. That's the thing. So a forward 2 orbital is better now. Okay, sure. That's actually nice. While standing 1-1, this I kind of found really strange. The phenomenon where the opponent could unnaturally quick crouch to evade the subsequent high attack after blocking the first hit has been corrected. Does this mean it's jail? Because it didn't say on hit, right? Does this mean that while standing 1-1 is jail now? Because if it is, thank you, years of duck cancel practice, I have an offensive tool now. If that's the thing. If that's the case. If while standing 1-1 is now jail, then I have an 11 frame attack. Mid-high that jails, if I'm not wrong, right? Which is a pretty strong source of offense. And even I will guess against a fellow Steve, which is great. The issue where Peekaboo is inadvertently deactivated. Oh, yeah, this happened to me before. If I try to Albatross and then spin, Albatross and then spin to Peekaboo, it doesn't come out for some reason, especially if I hold back right away. So That's a thing. Ah, here. This is a nice issue. Ducking Gatling gun. This is something that you guys should be aware of. Gatling gun's 7th hit, because it's now 8 hits. Is there a time where patch notes says it? No, never. It's just the first time. If that is the case. So Gatling gun, 8 hits, right? In certain situations, even if it's straight, the 7th hit misses, which leads to the last hit scaling. Yes, that's good, because it becomes a ground hit per se, but you miss 2 points of damage. And that's very important for Steve. You need every bit of damage that you can, because the one Gatling gun hit is 1 damage plus the wall hit, so 2 damage is reduced. 2 to 3 damage sometimes. So that's very big. You know, for the Gatling gun ender to be finally fixed and stops the idea of or the dread of it missing for Steve players. That's really good. And also, if you use the Gatling gun off of a heat dash, like say Sonic Fang, if you use that on the wall, there's a bigger chance that you would whiff your 7th hit compared to when you don't go to heat. Compared to like F2-1 and then Gatling gun, there's a bigger chance that you miss the follow-up if you come off of heat. So if this covers that change as well, then I'm fine with that. Portamento, hello. Thank you for following the channel. I appreciate that. Chopao, you're just in time for the Steve changes, man. I was actually just talking about it. Good evening, man. I'm about to finish. So, yeah. Lionheart change. The general... Chopao, you could have not come at a better time. Lionheart to Peekaboo is gone. I expected this too, but I didn't mind leaving it. So Peekaboo to Lionheart is gone. And it's absolutely fine. Because now, I do not have to worry about power crushes. Right? I just read somewhere in Tekken groups. Very good. Your specific inputs has been corrected. Okay. So now... No, it's okay. It's okay, Chopao. In my opinion, it's fine. In my opinion, it's fine. Because it wasn't a beat-all solution. Going to Peekaboo was not a universal solution to everything. Sometimes it even kills you. Right? So say, for example, as a Steve, say, one scenario. Against an Azucena. So as an Azucena, I do 4-1-2, right? The shoulder, and then because I'm so scared, because you're so scared to, since you're so scared to get counter hit by anything or to be armored through, you're gonna start to do Peekaboo cancel, and then the Azucena gets a free low. Or the opponent gets a free low because they know that you're in PAB. You know? And they're not gonna do a low because they know you're in PAB. The counterplay is so bad because as a Steve, you think more. You have to think more by going to Peekaboo. There's so many things that you have to think about when you go to PAB. Even when it hits, by the way. So now they took out that problem. You can now actually legitimately mix up. So now on hit of back 1-2, which is finally a worth it punish for 13 frames. I'm happy. I'm super happy. Lionheart 1+2, Shoppa, I don't know if you know this, but it's now invisible. Remember, guys, this is what I told you earlier. The startup of the attack has been changed from 20 to 21. Sorry, not 20 to 21. From 20 to 21 to 18 to 19 frames, dude. It's invisible now. And now, if you get hit by anything that goes to Lionheart, you eat a mix-up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why you're all here. You guys are lazy readers. I hate you, Chopin, for that. I hate you. No, I'm just kidding. But now, Cyclone. Super Cyclone, basically, as some people call it. Right? The Super Cyclone is now a legit mix-up if you get hit by anything from Lionheart. Now you have to commit to a crouch. I love it. Dude, I would accept that if I crouch that. If I face another Steve and I'm forced to block that, I'm forced to guess, it's fine. Because it's the nature of the game. It's 50-50. Now, this is what I'm so curious about, guys. I'm gonna zoom this one more time before we finish this. It was a eulogy for drag. Dude, it's not a eulogy for drag. Apart from that, it's a last will. It is a last will for drag. Here lies Dragonov's former stuff, which will now be handed to that, which will now turn into, you know. So now look at this, Chopao. The startup of the attack, right? Is drag fair to use now? We don't know. That's what I said a while ago. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Because Dragunov, even when he was nerfed, he was still viable, guys. You just have to be smart when you use him. Kind of like the same principle between Lydia on release and Lydia to not release. And Leroy, release Leroy to now Leroy. You just have to think. And people hate thinking. That's what's so funny. People hate thinking. Okay. Yeah, dude. Remember, Miro, I said this. And I'm so sorry for gloating or if it sounds like a brag. If people stuck with Dragunov, why was I the only Omega Dragunov in Tekken 7 when it ended? Why, dude? Because people do not like thinking. Right? Okay, here. Shopao, check this out. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been modified to enable potential aerial combos. You know what that means? In mid-air, it probably might be a tailspin now. It might not knock them so far away. So now, because some people, after getting hit by Lionheart, they jump so that they don't have to guess. Right? Now, if you get caught by this move in mid-air, it's probably gonna extend the combo. If this is gonna be a tornado, so help me God, it's too good. He was considered dead. I get you. Dude, I'm telling you, if that cyclone spin tornadoes or even does a tailspin in midair, that would be amazing. Yep. It says that it has a potential aerial combo, right? I hate to admit it, but I still play Drag like it's Tekken 7. Good for you, my guy. I'd rather have Dragunov players play Tekken 7 Drag than Tekken 8. You can really tell who are Tekken 7 Dragunovs. Right? Not a single down 2 from a Tekken 8 Dragunov player. Promise you. Tekken 7. Yeah, Tekken 8 Dragunov player. Not a single down 2. It's all hatchet. It's all hatchet. It's all sleigh rides. And by the fact that Sleigh Ride also hasn't been fixed, that's pretty stupid. But that right there, I feel is my new tool. Because I've always used Sleigh Ride even when it was negative. That while running 2 nerf kind of stinks, yes. But now you have to think. But here's the catch, guys. Axe Kick wasn't touched. That's why I have a plan already. Axe Kick wasn't touched. It still hits grounded. It's still +7. It's still an engager. It's still wall splats. It's still a combo extender. So it's still there. The axe kick is still there. So as far as I see it, I lose the running 2. I get the axe kick. Yeah. Dude, I'm a QCF enjoyer. I'm a QCF4 enjoyer. Yeah, you are, Dark Impedus. I'm so sorry. Yeah. The axe kick is still there. Which is why I feel that Dragunov will still thrive. It's just that the other cheesy crap that he had will no longer work. Okay, back here. Back here, guys. Yeah. The cheesy, crappy things, right? They're gone. Full crouch DF14 will no longer knock me down. Finally, the freaking shoe shine is balanced. Because that's the most garbage shoe shine in the game. Alright? So Steve buffs, check. We've seen that. Check. Dragunov nerfs, check. King is untouched. You know what? King players, especially the ones who don't think, I give you a Feng Wei DF1 if you get the reference. I give you a Feng Wei DF1 right now for your character still being dumb. Azucena nerfs, yes, LJ Lee, a lot actually. Azucena as well running 3-2 minus from +5 to -2. Sorry, from +5 to +2. So they nerfed 3 frames, right? They took out 3 frames. 1-1 is now -10 on block. Thank goodness. 2-1 is now -7 on block. There's some more, if I remember correctly. But the thing is, you know what the game plan will be for Azucena? Back turn. She's gonna have so much back turn game right now. So she's gonna have to go to your face and then back turn game everything. Back turn game. And then Libertador game. That's what's gonna happen. Down back 3, nerf damage. Down back 4, nerf damage. And there's a bunch more. Leroy, however, probably the only character in this whole list whose 99% of changes are all upwards. 99% of Leroy changes are all buffs and balance changes. So you're gonna see a bunch of Leroys now. And that's scary for me as a Steve player, because even though Leroy is weaker in this game, it's still a bad match for Steve. And yes, I already broke down why I feel, point number 4, that Zafina might be S tier in this season or in this patch. Was good. Yeah. Tekken 8, Leroy, Tekken Leroy 8, yeah. Since Tekken 7, rip me. Leroy, because Leroy in Tekken 7 was still a god, even after the nerfs, in my opinion. Yeah, Steve Fox is really bad against Leroy. Even Jules confirms that, Chopao. I saw your games. So Leroy versus Steve is still bad match for Steve. Right? I'm just gonna try to get my Supreme back. Then I'm gonna rest Steve for a bit until the patch. And I'm gonna dabble on Zafina and Raven. By the way, Raven buffs down back to 1. Just a quick note before I go to the rest. Down back to 1 and forward 1+2. The stupid power crush actually. This one I don't care. The F1+ I don't care. But down back to 1, finally hitting both hits from a side was fixed. Because there are so many situations where I get the right read off of down back to 1, and then eventually the first hit would connect, the second would not. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen that. Down back to 1, if I step an opponent, I hit this. I hit the down back 2, this is gonna whiff. And I'm dead. So now they finally fixed that. It's been like that for years. That's the... I'll be real. That's the main reason. That's the main reason I shelved Raven for a long time. That's the reason why I stopped Raven after such a long time, like years. I stopped Raven for 2 years in Tekken 7 when I became a coach. I stopped playing Raven unless I needed to. But that's the reason, because down back to 1 is such a stupid string at the time. I thought King would be nerfed really hard in terms of heat. He got untouched. Not only did he get untouched, dude, he's still getting away with murder. Because they never took out the fact that you can cancel a Jaguar sprint if he rage arts you. If you rage art him, rather. It's still there. And that's really good. Because King can just heat smash and then 4. Heat smash, brogue kick, run. If I see you flinch even by a little bit with rage, I pause. And then I'm safe. And you're dead. So like I said, King players, especially those who do not think, I give you a Feng Wei DF1. If you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I give you a Feng Wei DF1. Because I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get flagged for saying what I mean. Other character changes are still unknown for the time being. For Jin, I think it's just a change. Lots of King players don't think, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. That's not even a question. A lot of King players just let things rip. Trust me. Back 3, a 4/3+4, grab because it's homing. FF neutral 2 is not launch open. Right? Only to Kazuya, and even Kazuya will have a problem punishing it. Right? The push is still there. In a game where everyone's so aggressive and then you have a push. Right? Yeah, use that a lot, sorry. Yeah, dude. Exactly. The thing is... the thing with King players is... I don't hate you per se. I hate the fact that you're going dumb because of King. You know? I don't hate King players. He's an ultimate crutch in this game. You guys cannot say otherwise. And the moment that you face a King that's better than you, you're gonna accept the fact that yes, this character is stupid. If you face a King, you know what? Here's what's funny. Even if you face a King that's not better than you, even if you face a King that is not better than you, and you lose to it, you're gonna understand. You're gonna understand how much a Neanderthal King is in this game right now. I just got the DF1 joke because 4 less damage on it despite not having the most brain dead turnstile is not okay. Exactly. -4 damage for that heat smash, which tracks really well, even though you can step it now, but it still does track really well. Hits grounded. It just makes me laugh thinking about it, dude. It hits grounded. King's heat smash hits grounded, by the way. So after a running grab, after an RKO, you're dead, bro. You're dead. It's a win button. So, you know what I see, Kings? I'm not kidding. Play spot Kings. I see a King land an RKO. The opponent is half life. No, 3/4 life. The opponent is 3/4 health. The king was 1-2 away. He's 1-2. He's 1-2. This is the sequence. This is the sequence. The opponent is 3/4 health. The king does. The king took so much damage by eating, I think, a string. I cannot remember the string. I think it was Leo's DF12 or something. DF12, the king, not thinking, brogue kick a 40+4, hits the Leo, gets an RKO. King already has heat here, by the way. Gets an RKO. The Leo stands up. He's dead. DF12. The king took that, enters rage, 1-2 away. He took DF12, right? So that's big damage. And then the brogue kick. I think it's a DF12 or something. One of a string. It's probably even QCF21. I don't know. Takes that damage, gets reduced to 1-2 worth of health. Gets the Leo gets RKO'd. That's okay. The RKO part is okay. The RKO part is okay. But the fact that the Leo had no choice but to stand up because he's gonna take a freaking heat smash, made the fatal mistake of standing up after the RKO. Dead, dude. Gone. And you guys cannot tell me otherwise. That thing is that thing doesn't need a nerf. They already started with Devil Jin, right? Because arguably Devil Jin's Psycho Crusher is the craziest long range heat smash in the game. So that goes without saying. Busted as freak, honestly, right? Oh yeah. So again, I believe that wraps up our supposed discussion. If you guys have questions, you let me know in the comments, right? You guys let me know in the comments. And again, I will offend people by saying the truth, but again, I don't discredit the fact that players still work hard per se, right? That players still kind of work hard. Oh, I earned my rank. I earned my insert rank, whichever it is, as a king. Right? I'm sorry. Yeah, Kazuya was really buried. But yeah, I earned this. I earned my rank. You know? After all the times that I did back 3 on negative. After all the... Did you discuss Shaheen's update yet? Not today, Pat. But again, I'm not gonna do everything because it's so many. I also don't have time. Shaheen's changes are actually just small tweaks, small fixes. For the bear, the one change that I found really interesting is that the HBS grab is now an X-ray. So that is pretty good. If the bear retains the guaranteed iron booty there, oh my god. That'll be something. I think they have to reduce iron booty if they haven't already. I'm sorry, I haven't read that part of the patch notes yet. Shaheen's slide should be a natural combo. Dude, what do you mean by natural combo? Huh? What does that mean? Anyways. Yeah, HBS down 1+2 now takes out regenerative health. So if you have gray health or regenerative health and you get grabbed by the bear, it's gone. So that's a buff. That's a big buff to the bears. Yeah. As for the change in the game, what's good, Side Force? I'm actually about to end, fortunately. But yeah, we just did discuss some of the games, right? Some of the changes in the game. Really excited on for the next patch. May 8th, by the way, supposedly. Don't quote me on that. It could be a different time zone, but as far as I know, it's May 8th. And the time, we don't know. We don't know yet. I'm really excited for that because this, I believe, is the big one, part 1. The big one, part 1. So let's expect more changes in the future, right? I'm really, yeah, again, this is just me talking about how Bandai Namco does their job really well. Sure, there are some missing bits and pieces, right? Like what we talked about King. But it is what it is. We're going to see more, I feel. No. Banana, I don't know if you were here, but the hatchet got really, really, really nerfed. It's probably stagger on block now. Chicory 1 Evo Japan with Lily, yes. Because Lily is very, very strong. It also goes to show that Lily is really the apex female in this game, in my opinion. Apart from June and Azucena, Lily on a strong fundamental hand is very destructive. I did say that before. And the thing is, she's not OP. She's not broken, rather. She's just good. But in the right hands, she could be exceptionally strong. Because Chikarin's neutral game is just beyond normal human beings. It's just really Chikarin. It's a Chikarin thing. So yeah, having said that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I might continue this very, very soon. Or until before the patch comes in. I think that's the best way to do it. I'll probably stream it as soon as the patch is up. I'm going to demonstrate a lot of the things. Of course, naturally, we're going to our characters already, right? But we're going to dabble on some other characters as well if we have the time. Oh, Law is strong. But again, he's a specialist, Pat Poggy. He's very strong, Pat. But you need to be a good player to be a good Law. So those two guys, they can walk around with their meat out, even infested as a Nina. They can walk around with their meat out, making top 6 in EVO, and I wouldn't say a thing. I would not say a thing. Right? Because those are real specialist characters. So, yep. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate the time that you've given me. Yep. Mangja, which is Malgu and double. So, yeah. He used pad. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've had world champions who are pad players. Not just him. Alright? Maybe not EVO. But there are people who did. Rooting for Mangya, it's all good. It's fine. It's fine. Next EVO maybe. Or next tournament. So thank you guys. Peace. I appreciate y'all so much. I'll catch you on the next, right? Let's go for the grind. Mwah.